It's been a while, folks, but I got something for you. Hello and welcome to Assorted Meeples. I'm Phillip, obviously, and I'm back with at least one final video. Like I said before, when I resigned from Assorted Meeples, I'd be doing some of these here and there. And this is one where I made the obligation for myself before I made that decision. And I am following through with it. So today we have Starline Hill by Autioma Garden. This is a new producer, first game coming out. And this is so old that I don't remember exactly how I found out about this one. I think it was a Facebook ad, and then they had a Discord, so I reached out via Discord and talked to him about it, and he wound up sending me this really nice prototype. A lot of time, effort, and care went into this. Everything, all the components are 3D printed. The cards are just cardstock right now, but they're printed both sides, and they're in dragon sleeves. Like this was not skimped on, even if it's not like from a factory prototype. This is a really good prototype, a really solid prototype. Me and Heather played it, and this is a fabulous game. This is one Heather has asked for in the past. And that's saying something when Heather is asking to play a game again. It really has hit the mark of what it's supposed to do. This is a 2-player abstract game where you are looking at the night sky and finding constellations. Let's go ahead and zoom in, and we're going to do a rules breakdown of the game, and then we'll talk about it a little bit at the end. Each player is going to have 15 of their color stars, and they're going to have a bunch of these blues that are neutral, but they declare a space has been filled on the board. Now, the nice part about this is it's designed that these sit into the recess, and then this 3D print fits in there very nice, and they don't move anywhere. It's a very nice way that he set it up. On your turn, you are either going to take one of these blue pieces and put it out, or you're going to fill a line. So if you, and then I'll just say, let's just go ahead and do this really quick. So if I have this, I have completed this constellation, and I'm going to bring it over here, and that's 5 points. Now I'm also going to pick these up, all of those, and the blue pieces stay out. Now if I had, let's just say, a star here and a star here, my other action besides putting a star out is to draw a line, and that's simply just filling in the empty space as long as you have stars to do so. Those are the two main actions you can do. You can also pass, but that action is usually just reserved for the end of the game when you have nothing that you can do to make a constellation and you're out of stars. The dynamic of this game gets where if you finish a constellation and you take your stars up, and the other players right here, they can go ahead and swoop in and fill that line and then cut you off. And it creates a very, very fun dynamic as you go. Also extremely frustrating. When you pick up a constellation card, you're going to take out the stars, bring them back to your piece side, and then at the end of the game, you're going to get points for every constellation that you finish. So this one is worth 5 points. Usually the bigger they are, the more stars that or more points they give you for the end of the game. The game ends when there are no more stars left to take, constellation cards to take, or both players pass in succession so that nobody took an action that turn. At that point, it's the end of the game. So at some point, you can just declare, you know what? We got to go end the game. That's how it ends. That is the long and short of how you play Starline Hill. Now back to the regular view. So now that you have a slight feel for how the game plays, let's talk about about my thoughts and about the Kickstarter that's coming up here shortly. Well, actually, it's going on right now. So let's go ahead and hit the link down below, and that will take you to the campaign page. I love what this game is doing. It creates very interesting dynamics with very little actions or rules. And that is something that is extremely hard to pull off for most companies, and they do it very well. The one thing I wish there would be is maybe a little more variation in my constellation deck, as it feels like there's a lot of repeats. I do like the fact that you can't rotate the cards, so you have to deal with whatever's given out and make it according to that. Caught a word slip up in the editing process. On the constellations, you can turn them however you would like to make the pattern fit, but you can't flip the pattern to make it fit. And I misspoke, so back into it. The pricing for this game, I reached out and asked, and he said right now their pricing is sitting at $30 for a game, technically $29, but $30 for the game, $45 for the game and an accessory pack that has some usual bundle stuff in it. $60 for 2 games and the extras, and then $200 for 3 of the games, the accessories, and getting one of these really nice prototypes so you'll be able to play it pretty much right away. That all sounds like it's in the price range. Now, he did share one image with me of what the render looks like, and it's going to be a dual layer player board that your blue pieces will sit recessed down into, and your stars will sit on top of those as they need to. Overall, again, this is a very solid game. Wish more variation came out. I don't know if it's in that deck, but there are a lot of cards in this deck. And the choices you have to make, because it's not just you, it's you and your opponent playing off of each other, trying not to open up opportunities for them while you're opening up those opportunities for you, and really pushing what is possible. This one is getting my money for at least the base pledge when it comes to Kickstarter, or here on Kickstarter, and I'm not actively backing projects right now. Some of them I am backing, a few here and there, but I'm not actively backing like I have in the past, just for fundage reasons. But this one's getting because while this prototype is amazing, I do like finished products on my shelf. And this is one that I'm giving my money to in a very tight budget. So go out and support them. There's a link down in the description. Go check it out. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time. All right. Bye.